Great season. Great season. Great season. Very satisfied from tonight's episode. The Dragon and the Wolf. The season 7 finale. Alright, let's talk some Thrones. Way of Weinstein. Obviously, this does have spoilers. If you have not seen the episode yet, watch it later. Again, spoilers, spoilers, spoilers! Let's talk! Alright, so, reunion. So, for some reason, I watched Wet Hot American Summer 10 years later. I don't recommend it. Ugh, no. It was, I don't know, I was just bored. So, but it did remind me of reunions, how you had Brienne and the Hound and the Mountain, Pod and Tyrion, Jamie and Brienne. A lot of people getting together that haven't seen each other, just saying, it's nice to see you, yada, yada, yada. And so it was nice, and then, really, I'm not gonna go over all those. I'm sure there's a couple that I met because there was pretty much almost everyone except the North was there, except John. So, and then Dany's a little late. Obviously, Cersei's not exactly one you want to be late on. So she makes a grand entrance on her dragon, and then after the Hound shows the White Walker, it's almost like Euron's like Kramer in the contest, where he's like, I'm out of the contest, I'm out. So then from that, when I'm first watching, I'm like, okay, that's odd. I'll get into that later. So for that, so with the whole thing of Jon not being able to serve two queens, which, yeah, my boy right over here, Mr. The Crows may not be loyal, but Jon is. He's loyal. And people are, you can't lie once. No, that's not his character. If he would have said, yeah, sure, I'm not going to pick a side, no one would have believed that. And that wouldn't have been his character. And even though that would have taken all the conflict away. So we all knew that wasn't going to happen. And then the whole thing of saying, like, well, my dragon died for nothing, yada, yada, yada. And very powerful conversation between Tyrion and Cersei. Like, Tyrion, I think Cersei knows that he didn't want for her children to die. It's that, given the situation he was in, he was on trial and about to be killed for a crime which everyone knows he didn't commit, and killing his dad was part of the plan. It was unfortunate. He wishes he didn't do it, but it needed to be done. And he was just saying, listen, if you want to kill me, kill me. And I'm surprised. Part of me was thinking that she was going to strike him down with the mountain there, but then again, that would have been like a very Game of Thrones-esque thing to do. I was like, no. Peter Dinklage is too good. You can't do that. So, and then Jon and Dany talking essentially about you can't trust a dumb witch who's saying that she's the one that told her that she's never going to have children, that she completely can't have children, and what should we do next? Now, if this was a stupid romantic comedy and the two attractive people are talking and someone says, what should we do next? That would have cut to them fucking right there. But I'm happy that they saved that for later in the episode. I'll get to that later. I'm so excited to talk. And so Jon and Theon. So, Theon, you fucked up a lot. A lot. But first step is to admit that you're wrong, which you took the first step in doing that. So you're not a character I particularly like, but tip of the cap for at least taking the right step to atonement. And then the whole thing, which I didn't get about Theon's motive in fighting that guy, saying that we need to go back for Yara. How does everyone not in the Iron Islands not know he's got nothing below the belt? I mean, when they were picking the new king, the new ruler of the Iron Islands, Euron said that he doesn't have a cock. Granted, I don't know if those people weren't there. Like, why would you try to knee him in the one place that's not going to hurt him? And then him seeing Theon actually do work, that made them trust him. And, you know what? Good for Theon. I'd like to see him get some redemption. I mean, you need it. You did a lot of horrible things. I mean, John was right saying Ned was more of a father than your biological father actually was. Which, the irony of that, how John doesn't know that Ned isn't his biological father as well, too. But, yeah, good for Theon. Okay, so, Winterfell. So, with Sansa, when she's talking with Littlefinger, I'm like, no, Sansa, you've made so much progress since Season 1, turning into this, I just want to marry a king and be a pretty girl, to, like, a strong, badass, confident woman. And then I thought, no, please don't regress, please don't regress. And then, when she calls Arya, and I'm thinking, is she going to sentence her to die? Is she going to banish her? And then when I totally flip it, ow! And I say, Littlefinger, that was a get out of the couch moment. Woo! Had to pause it, rewind that. Yeah! Let's go! Let's go, Team Starks! Tony Stark would love to have you as allies and join the Avengers, because they're going to need, again, in the fight against Thanos. But let me stick to these Starks. I'll get to Iron Man, I'm sure, at another point. So, I loved how just Arya, Bran, and Sansa just all coming together. Coming together and literally calling out Littlefinger on pretty much everything he's done horrible to betray pretty much everyone that he's come in contact with since the beginning of this series. It was like, you done this, you did that, you did that. And it was like, Littlefinger was like, oh, yeah. He had nothing. He had nothing. Nothing. And then just seeing Arya slit his throat. Woo! That was so satisfying, because earlier this season, he was number 2 on my list of people I wanted to see die, which I get that. If you couldn't have killed Cersei this fast, otherwise it would just be White Walkers and everyone else, and then you can't kill that kind of a character too early. But hey, I love that Littlefinger's gone. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, so in Jaime and Cersei. So that's why I thought the whole idea of showing Cersei a White Walker was fucking stupid. Cersei doesn't care about anyone but herself. I mean, I'm happy, Jaime. You finally saw the light. And like how when Jaime saw the White Walker, and how there's hundreds of thousands of them, and how they literally just take dead people and put them on their team. Cersei, I don't think Cersei gets it. I mean, she would rather rule over literally no one, and literally be the only person on the planet, than go along with someone's team, and not be the leader. And at first, I thought we were going to see a Mountain Jaime fight. I was kind of hoping for that, but can't get everything you want. And saying no one leaves me, and Jaime knew that she wasn't going to sick the mountain on him. He knew that. Like, he was still the father of your children, still your brother, and the fact that she's pregnant, and Tyrion knew that she's pregnant, and the fact that he really didn't like that, he was left out. The fact that we learned that Euron literally left, not because he was scared, but because he conspired with Cersei to get more men in Essos. Doesn't matter how many men you have, you're not going to beat the White Walkers by yourself. Next on my rundown, so we got Samuel and Bran. So this is a really, really interesting moment of the show. Like this episode was essentially Game of Conversations. The whole thing of how Bran is essentially in a way like a human lie detector, and he could tell that Samuel, you're a good man, and they were kind of like filling each other's sentences, saying that Jon needs to know the truth about who he is, and saying that saying it to another person, saying that he is the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark. It's like, that was great, saying that he's really Jon Sand. And then Samuel fitting in the pieces, saying that, no, he's not a bastard, saying that he saw a scroll of that they actually got married. And then Samuel, great idea. Bran, let me see if you can see that. And seeing the wedding, seeing that Robert's rebellion was a complete lie, that they were legitimately in love. And that was so great. And the fact that as Bran is saying all about Jon, realizing that, oh my God, he's the rightful heir to the Iron Throne. And then it just cuts to Jon and Dany! The moment we all been waiting for. Woo! You know what? I'm happy. I'm happy for them. Woo! I mean, as soon as, when we saw in the episode that it was also rated N for nudity, and we literally hadn't seen anything yet, we knew that was happening. I mean, the episode was called The Dragon and the Wolf. I mean, The Dragon and the Wolf. You know what? That was great. I mean, and I'm saying this. I guarantee that Dany's going to be pregnant at the start of next season. She's going to be pregnant. Now, granted, I'm very curious to see what happens. I'm going to get into predictions a little later. Only a couple more things left. Thanks for sticking with me. I know it's a little lengthier than normal, but I didn't want to leave anything out. So last couple of things. So, seeing the White Walkers, and then you see the Night King on his new buddy, the Ice Dragon, with just tearing everything down. Like cutting into that wall like me and a bagel. Whew. But there's no more wall anymore. I mean, whew. Wow. And then seeing the Winter Suicide Squad panic, and then who knows if they're still alive, cutting to the black. I can't wait for next season. I don't know exactly when it starts. I hope it's not like 2019. Oh, man. I'm so excited. So, a couple predictions. So, now, when will Jon and Dany learn that Dany's his aunt and that they just had incestual sex? But then again, that's a Targaryen thing. There's no wall. You know we're going to see Ice vs. Fire Dragon. Another prediction, I think Jaime's gonna kill Cersei. I think that's gonna happen. Again, I think we're gonna see Jon and Bran. I kind of like they didn't meet this season. Give you something for suspense this way. When Jon learns about that, and you know what, I'm really happy with this season. It's still on track to potentially get that third spot for my third favorite show of all time. It continues at this trend right behind Seinfeld and Curb. And I really enjoyed doing these recaps. So, a couple of shows that I'm going to be strongly considering doing recaps for. Curb Your Enthusiasm. That number 2 show with the real King Lawrence Gene David, born July 2nd, 1947 in Brooklyn, New York. And another show I'm going to be strongly consider doing is Broad City, it's a great show. If you live in New York, you're Jewish or a woman, it's a must watch. But yeah, and also Curb is Curb. It's from the genius mind of Larry David. Man, what more can I say? Well, yeah, so these have been really fun. For those of you that have been watching from episode 1, thank you for your support. If you like it, like the video, share it, write a comment. there's any shows that you'd like to hear my opinions on, I'll see if it's a show that I watch. I'm trying to stick to shows that are under 20 episodes, but again, hope to see you sooner than later for Game of Thrones Season 8. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye.